this process that I'm talking about, you're not going to get the grade because I can't assess you on it. You're just coming into rehearsal, you're fumbling around, you're trying ideas, you're messing around with your partner, and you're not really getting much done. You're not filming it, so I have no evidence of it, and you're just going to tell me about it because you're going to submit a text-based evidence. And almost all of you, without exception, with one or two, give me text-based evidence and tell me about what you did. I can't assess you on what you did. I can only assess you on what you've learned. And you're not presenting that strongly enough in your websites. Those of you I've had sessions with, if you are doing that, you know that you're doing that, so you're not really included in that. So don't take what I'm saying to heart. But for the majority of you, you're still not doing that. You're giving me diaries, you're telling me about what you did, you're telling me when you did it and who you did it with, but you're not telling me what you've learned. And you can't learn anything through trial and error. So that's the second mistake. You're coming in and you're telling me about what you did and then what you tried. But you're not carrying that out to tell me whether it was successful or not, whether it worked or not, whether and why it didn't. There's no justification for your choices. You're not justifying any of your choices in inquiry and in research. I can't give you a grade for what you already know. This isn't the Wizard of Oz. Okay? I can't give you a qualification for what you already know, or what you think you know, or what you've tried to know. I can't give you a qualification, I'm not going to. Okay? That's why I've sent you this email. You need to read it really clearly and look at the activity sheet and create something around the idea of a proposal. And that's why I've structured it like that, with very clear questions. Ask yourself, what do you want to achieve with this project? How am I going to learn it? What skills and techniques am I going to try to develop? What skills and techniques do I want to continue to improve, and why do I want to improve them? Why are they important to my practice? What do I need to learn in order to gain these skills and abilities? How am I going to learn them? Who and what do I need to research to improve and gain the knowledge and theories behind these skills and techniques? How are you going to, they're all verbs, they're all actions. How and what? What do you need to know? What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? Where are you going to look? Where are you going to find out? The only place you're going to find out is by coming in here and farting around with your rehearsal process and waiting for me to tell you what to do, or your partner. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not even going to get a pass. Okay? So you need to be really clear while we're still a couple weeks out, and it's not too late to change this. Go back and look at your website. Some of you probably haven't even started Unit 9 yet. I don't know. I haven't looked at them yet. But that forms the sort of core. What I've said at the top is to be sure that you're following the brief. Some of you are giving me websites and you haven't followed the brief. That's just basic stuff that we went over in Unit 1 and Unit 2. If you can't do this, if you don't know what to do, I've given you a brief with tick boxes on them and weak labelings on them. I'm one step away from doing it for you, and I assure you that's not going to happen. So some of you are giving me website pages, and you haven't even followed the brief. And that's just basic. If you're not going to do anything else, then follow the brief so you can at least get a pass, and maybe even a merit. I mean, you should be able to get a merit just by doing what the brief is asking you to do. And I've mapped out your learning really clearly, that if you just follow the brief,